Can't tell you how many people I know who start to incorporate this into their workouts find that they recover far better from their workouts. Now, the last respiration tool to improve your fitness is, again, a tool gleaned from the discussion with Dr. Andy Galpin, and that's to include a 3 to 5 minute period at the end of every single workout. So it doesn't matter if it's high intensity interval training or it's resistance training or it's a long run of some sort. At the end of every workout, to take 3 to 5 minutes, so you'll want to set a timer, and to do some form of parasympathetic, that is calming, promoting breathing, in order to shift your nervous system from a state of heightened alertness and output into a state of recovery. Because as you all well know by now, you get fitter not during your workouts, but rather after your workouts, in between workouts. So you stimulate the adaptation during a workout, but you get the adaptation, you get the actual improvement in between workouts. And a common mistake that many people make, and I made this mistake for years, was to finish a great workout and then you're texting on your phone or you're talking on the phone or you're driving home. It's certainly not as intense as the workout that you just did. Maybe you're even feeling really calm from a nice long jog, or you had a particularly good workout that day and you're feeling really happy. So you're enjoying the high, so to speak. Well, when you do 3 to 5 minutes of what's often called down regulation breathing, after a workout, it allows you to recover and to induce the adaptation that you've been after, the one that you actually trained for, much more quickly. I can't tell you how many people I know who start to incorporate this into their workouts find that they recover far better from their workouts, which might seem a little bit surprising. Why would it be that just 3 to 5 minutes of some activity would enhance recovery to such a great degree? And that's because typically people don't bookend their workouts. They finish their workouts, and of course, they're not continuing to lift weights or run, but they move about their day and their life, even if it's preparing a meal, in a way that the level of stress, and therefore stress hormones, things like cortisol, adrenaline, things that, by the way, are excellent to elevate during a workout, things like inflammatory markers, which, by the way, are great to enhance during a workout. That actually happens during a workout. You have a massive increase in inflammatory markers, which might seem bad, but all of those things are enhancing the adaptation that you're seeking. But as soon as those workouts end, you want to shift into recovery mode. And this 3 to 5 minutes of down regulation breathing is a terrific way to do that. There are a couple different patterns of breathing that will work best, but all of them emphasize exhales. Okay, I want to repeat that. All of them emphasize exhales. So for instance, you could just choose slow, deliberate breathing. How does that emphasize exhales? Well, ordinarily when we breathe, we inhale actively and we exhale passively. Whenever we deliberately breathe more slowly, we are actively exhaling. Okay? So active exhales really promote the calming response in brain and body. The other thing you could do, which many people are now doing, is to do a repeated round of physiological sighs. So the double inhale through the nose, long exhale through the mouth, but repeated for, say, 3 minutes. That's another version. The other thing you could do is simply to notice your exhales and to emphasize your exhales, make them longer and more vigorous than your inhales. Now, you don't want to turn this into a breathwork session where you're doing, pranayama or kundalini breathing or something of that sort. The idea is to calm down. So anytime you're extending your exhales, you're actively exhaling, you're trying to slow your breathing down overall, you're going to shift yourself in the right direction. So rather than complicate this type of tool, the best thing you can do is just focus on those exhales, slow your breathing overall, use physiological sighs if you want, or simply sit in your vehicle, or if you have to, drive home while doing this extended exhale type of down regulation. Ideally, you would take a couple of minutes and just shift your whole system by not driving, closing your eyes and just sitting in your car, stationary, of course. Don't drive with your eyes closed or bike with your eyes closed. Just simply calm down, extend your exhales, and shift from the workout to the recovery mode, which is where the progress is going to arrive.